back to my name is Carmen. Happy New Year's Eve if you're watching this the day that I post it. We've got a reading for you today about a punishment or some sort of response that seems to kind of fit perfectly what somebody did to be dishonest. With the snake card, I'm getting a sense of envy and like lashing out at somebody, but that venom coming back on this person who sent it out, right? Um, for those of you that know my channel, you know that whenever I see the whip card, I do this little thing. And I'm literally embarrassed right now because I've never like started off the reading with it, but I'm gonna do it, okay? Because it's like part of the channel at this point. But whenever I see the whip, it reminds me of something that my mom and I have done for a very long time, just a little back and forth. It goes like this. The whip. No, no, not the whip. The whip. No, no, please, not the whip. The whip. No, no, anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. If someone knows where that comes from, let me know. My mom maybe even knows, but yeah, every time I see that card, I guess I've kind of committed to doing that for y'all. Anyways, let's see what else we have for you because it seems like this is going to be a little bit of a juicy reading. So we'll call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And hello, Peggy. How we doing? Oh, I'm sure she will. You know it's true. I hope we're all having a great day. I hope we all have some fun plans for later. Let's dive in. We're going to dive in with the situations deck. All right. I don't know. I feel like because it's the last day of the year, I got to shuffle it a little extra. All right. What do we have? Settlement, agreement, compromise, divine masculine in the reverse, financial support in the reverse. So this feels to me like somebody who was trying to evade accountability for their own financial expenses. So this could be like a credit card that was racked up in somebody else's name, or, you know, because of marriage was somebody else's responsibility as well. There's some irresponsibility or immaturity regarding finances and managing your ish. Somebody who would like everyone to believe that they are, you know, hot shit, but they aren't really. It looks like there's some sort of resolution. And since we had the punishment card, it kind of feels to me like this could be in a legal situation. Doesn't have to be. It might just be somebody saying, fine, fine, I'll do what I'm supposed to be doing. Hi, Isaiah. How are we doing today? Let's get a few from the Kipper, because whenever I think of legal situation, I see, or legal situations, I see that adjudication card from the Kipper. We have mature man, interesting, quite the counterbalance to our divine masculine in the reverse. Main female, we have, by the way, number 5 and number 2. Message of concern and lovers in the reverse. All right, this is giving me like, I kind of want to say like Downton Abbey vibes, or even like the Tudors. Maybe because it's some rich dude in a library. I don't know. But with main female in the reverse, and we're talking about financial support, literally says child alimony on here. We could be talking about a situation where somebody has a financial obligation outside of their own relationship to a third party. So this could be like an ex that you bought a car with. This could be an ex that you have a child with. This could be somebody you cheated on another person with that you have a child with. There's something here that's like not easily explained, or it's just a little bit uncomfortable, right? We have a message of concern and Lovers in the reverse. So I think we have somebody finding out that when things get complicated, they lose this partner. This person was perceived as a mature person, but they are not, right? I think I said that when the Divine Masculine in the reverse came out. It was like, I'd like you to believe this is who I am, but when shit gets rough, this is who I actually am. Like I run away, right? Because we've got somebody who's worried. And the way I want to put these cards, it's like this person who's on the outside, the main female in the reverse. This is who has the message of concern, who is concerned, right? Because there isn't this connection. Let's go with the Metamuse and see what else we can find out for you. Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Swords. Somebody's moody and stressing out because they messed up their own ish. All right, so like fitting punishment, right? Settlement for somebody who is immature or not really thinking straight. This is somebody who is upset because there are consequences for their actions, but it's their own actions. That's why we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. This isn't somebody who's stuck because they're trying to decide what the best course of action is. This is somebody who's stuck because they didn't think through their actions before they did them. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Tree of Life. It's like a shudder from the depths of my soul. The very depths. I'm hearing Kevin Hart say, "You gonna learn today?" This is a big price to pay. I feel like somebody was either stepping out or trying to keep something a secret. It's like one of those romantic comedies where everything is just a little bit too predictable, right? You're supposed to tell the truth to somebody that you're seeing, but you keep pushing it off because, it's a difficult conversation. I don't want to do it. And then that person finds out on their own, and then, crisis. And you have to figure out this is a crisis because somebody didn't tell the truth. Somebody made a poor decision or somebody made a poor decision and refused to tell somebody who it impacts about it, right? Like there's this ripple effect. I made a bad decision and then I handled it poorly. Hey, it feels like I'm making fun of you, but guess what? I've totally been there. This is kind of a universe slapping you across the face, because with this Tree of Life card, I feel like this is saying, you know better. We know you have it in you to become a better person. So this is going to sting a little bit, but you can handle it. It's meant to teach you not to do that shit, right? So it's big old swerve. I got a gift. How we doing today? Happy New Year. Hermit in the reverse. The World. Queen of Wands. Look, whoever you are in this story, the important thing is we have somebody who's realizing they have to close out a chapter. There is a sense here of either I make this change or this change doesn't happen, right? So I think we eventually get to the point of accountability or ownership over your own actions, a realization that you have to take control. Because the Queen of Wands, honestly, is quite the opposite energy from a Hanged Man in the reverse. Because the Queen of Wands, this is somebody who knows how to take charge, somebody who's made it through battles, somebody that has a bit of magic and can draw in what they want, right? This is like, I can take action. This is, I don't, if I take action, I do it the wrong way, right? So we have like a 180, somebody who makes a mistake, but that mistake is valuable. Six of Swords in the reverse. It gets worse before it gets better. Prince of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. Look, there's going to be a bit of a dark night of the soul here for somebody. If you create this little web of lies or a deception, or you refuse to be honest in a situation where your intuition is telling you the best thing you can do is to be honest, and then you choose not to, there's going to be some, like consequences, right? So I do feel like there's some sadness here. There's a sense of I went the wrong way or I did the wrong thing. I was being stubborn. But it helps somebody learn, right? Right back at you, Starseed. How are you doing today? Did I say hi to Pedro? Hello, Pedro. All right, I think we need some more cats. I'm pretty sure, called this the magical cats, and it's the mystical cats. I'm pretty sure they're both magical and mystical, but I just wanted to make sure you guys have the right name. But thank you again to Aaron. Let's see what else we have for you guys. The good kitty. Aw, that's such a cool drawing. I don't know how well you can see it. We have this is judgment, or what would be judgment, right? But good kitty is like, yay, okay, you figured it out. So what I really like about this placement is we have somebody who's moody and feeling lost, or like they don't really know the right path, getting to a point where they make a decision. They want to do right by this situation. So it does feel like somebody's actually learning, right? We have the 3 of C, which is like the 3 of Cups in the reverse, and the 10 of Sky, which is like the 10 of Swords. This feels to me like, again, like the betrayal here or the difficult situation is stepping out in a relationship or being with somebody you probably shouldn't have been. This is not like, I don't know, maybe it could be like dating your coworker. But there's something here that shouldn't have been done. It's got this person feeling like they have to really defend themselves, or that like everybody's judging them. But this is like the inner vibes, and I feel like this person's trying really hard to present a facade like this Queen of Wands, because they do have that energy within them, whoever I'm reading here. They've been humbled a bit, right? We have the Three of Sky, which is the Three of Swords. And the Stars. I love that card. And then the Five of Sky, which is the Five of Swords, and it's in the reverse. All right, so I like that the Stars is the energy I'm most like pulled to in this trio, because I do feel like somebody has been able to take a little bit of time or able to like reflect on the situation and kind of process what happened, maybe what should have happened differently. Hello there, Miss McHerberton. I still love the name. I feel like we have somebody that realizes their life is easier when they minimize the hurt that they cause others. So it feels to me like somebody has gained in terms of empathy, right? Maybe easier to hurt others in the past than it is now because somebody starts to kind of consider how it feels on the other side of things more readily. I think in part because something has happened to them that they have done to others. So, as silly as it might, or like kind of basic as it might seem, it's kind of like if somebody who was always cheating and didn't really feel bad about it ended up getting cheated on, and that helped them really understand what they've been making other people feel, right? I do feel like at the core of this is somebody realizing I caused myself anguish by doing this to other people, but I also now understand how it feels when someone does it to me, right? So I think we have somebody being honest about what effect those choices have on themselves and others, instead of just kind of like disregarding it or ignoring those feelings, right? Which is generally easier. We have the Nine of Sky. This is the same as the Nine of Swords, which was the second card we had from the tarot today. The Seven of Fire in the reverse, and the Ace of Earth, which is the Ace of Pentacles, same as the one we had in the reverse up here. So the way I see it, this person was put in a situation where they would learn what it's like to experience what they've done to others. Might have been ghosting, right? I hang out with somebody for a little while, and then after I feel like I've gotten what I want, I ghost them, whatever, don't care. And then they get ghosted by somebody, and it gives them this anguish or this anxiety, right? Because this looks like somebody who's just like cuddled up, not very happy, wishing they didn't have to deal with what they're dealing with. And Seven of Fire in the reverse, this talks about being like without protection, not able to deal with what's, getting in your face, But this Ace of Earth is about a new opportunity. So we have a card about feeling vulnerable and a card about feeling betrayed. And it's validated by, or comes out next to, this Ace of Pentacles, which is, a hopeful situation, an opportunity, a new, like a blessing, right? So because somebody had this little bit of an awakening, right? Okay, so maybe I shouldn't be acting the way I've been acting, and this is why. Now I understand it, right? Are those balloons? I can't tell if they're balloons or like berries. Oh, it's pomegranate. That's cool. I'll show you what I was talking about. Couldn't figure out if those little red things were balloons. Pomegranate based on the seeds, you know? So we have the Hermit. We have the Floating Cat in the reverse. Just like we had the Hanged Man in the reverse. So that's the same, right? And then we have the Sky Kitten, which is like the Page of Swords. I love it because we have a reversal on the Hermit, right? That is now in the upright. I wish the Hanged Man were in the upright, but the beauty is we have the Page of Swords ending this little spiel on this trio, as if to say, yeah, like you probably could have learned your lesson a little bit easier, taken like an earlier exit, everything would have been great. You decided to like kind of take your sweet time with it and like drag it out, but you still got the information. You still got that like message that we were trying to send you. So mission accomplished. You just needed an extra inning. You know what I mean? All right, let's go with the Marigold Tarot. Eight of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Rings or 10 of Pentacles, and the Tower in the reverse. This is interesting because we have another flip, right? Because we had the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now we have it in the upright. There's something coming back around. So let's use a silly example. Let's say somebody decides to steal your favorite green jacket. It's obviously green because my favorite color is green. They steal your favorite green jacket. You can't really prove it. You can't get it back. You just have to kind of like accept it, right? You learn a lesson, right? I probably shouldn't have left it in an Uber when I was drunk, you know, something along those lines. Then because you change your behavior, that's the key part. This random awesome green jacket just falls into your lap. Maybe somebody gifts it to you for your birthday. Maybe somebody says, oh, this just like doesn't fit me. I thought it would, but I don't want to deal with the return. Is it cool if I just like let you have it? It looks like it would fit you. That kind of vibe, right? There's something coming back around because this person decided to admit to themselves they needed to change something. So it's not just you made right a situation that you had created for yourself, but a change in perspective that is required for this. That's why this 10 of Pentacles is in the upright. You get what you need, or things come back to you that you wanted or needed because you actually got the message. You actually figured out what we were like concerned about and dealt with it. For some of you, this is the opportunity to build a family. For some of you, this is the support of your family. For others of you, this is a relationship that you felt was really going well. We have the Fool in the reverse, the Five of Wands, and the Page of Wands. You made a mistake. You might have tripped. But it seems to me like whoever I'm reading for, there's an actual, like, I'm willing to fight for what I want. And so then we have some good news. Page of Wands. I mean, look at that card. It looks like they're about to tell you that you won the lottery. They just don't have the big check, you know? We have some good news coming in. See, I told you. Wheel of Fortune. Positive change. And it's in the upright, my friend. It's where we want it to be. So good things come to those who learn their lessons. Page of Rings or Page of Pentacles. A new beginning because of strength, because somebody looked within. I don't know. I guess it's been a little while since I've seen this card. The Strength card is one of my favorite cards in this deck, although I really do love the Marigold Tarot, so there's like too many to choose from, really. But this is clearly stating to me, we have a redo, we have another opportunity, we have a chance, because somebody decided to look at themselves in the mirror and say, hey, probably shouldn't have done that. That was lame. That's not who I want to be. I think I'm gonna actively choose to be a better person. And I have this, I don't think you guys can see it. Whenever I see that Strength card, it makes me want to be like, because it really does make me feel like somebody is picturing like a conversation with themselves where they're like chastising themselves. Like, why did you do that? It's time to be better. So we have somebody that realizes, probably could have handled that better, right? Seven of Rings, which is the Seven of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Seven of Swords. Clearly the number 7 is important. Which is about protection. So I really do feel like we have somebody that was acted up, not having protection from, you know, toxic people, whatever it is, opening themselves up to bad situations. Now we have somebody that has realized, oh, I don't actually like how that makes me feel. I don't like being that person. I don't like the consequences I have to deal with when I act that way. I'm going to find a better balance. And as a result, they have to address this lie. That's what happens. We have to communicate about whatever was swept under the rug, and then things work better. Things go well for this person once they realize I can actually like address this thing that I decided to do that was dishonest. And all I have to do is communicate, send a letter. It's number 27. Another symbol of strength, the bear. So having the resolve or the like moral aptitude to do right by somebody that was previously so easy for them to mistreat. This is what they need for their own you can call it ascension, but it kind of feels more like salvation. Because this is like a major turning point, right? This is somebody deciding, I would really like to be a good person. I'm going to take a chance and have a new beginning with this child. So like this child card, this is a new chapter. It can actually represent a child. So there could be a child that is inspiring someone to make this change or to live a better life. But it also just represents innocence, newness, like a new take, right? A new vibe. So I'm going to the light side, is what somebody said. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Hello, Redbeard. You've been missed. Happy New Year's, all of you. Please be safe. Don't make any decisions we don't want to like learn the consequences from. I hope you are surrounded by people that love and cherish you for exactly who you are, and that you have a wonderful start to 2024. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.